Hello and welcome back to the channel. This week's video is another custom boot of the week, and do we have an interesting one for you here today. This week's boot features our Shoellie in our Afrique leather with the Kalahari sole and the addition of a leather toe cap. Before jumping into the custom spec of the boot, let's briefly touch on what is our Afrique leather and how do we get this texture on the boot. Although our Afrique leather does have a sort of exotic look to it, it is important to note that it is a bovine leather. And how we achieve this texture and pattern is by simply embossing it onto the leather in the tanning process. The Afrique leather is some of the firmest leather that we stock in our range, and with the addition of the leather toe cap, these two specs paired together will accommodate for a lot more wear and tear for the boots in the more demanding scenarios they will see out in the bush or in the office. Our next change to this custom boot is seen in the sole, where this customer has opted for a Kalahari sole rather than that of the stock Oringo sole found on our stock Shoellie. This sole is a familiar favorite amongst farmers in South Africa due to the design and durability. The smoother finish underfoot can see less mud, dirt and debris collected on the sole, potentially weighing the boot down or tracking them through the house after your journey's out. Something to note about the sole replacement is that our Oringo wedge sole found on our stock Shoellie is of a softer compound, where our Kalahari sole is slightly more firmer underfoot, so the customer can expect a few more miles before this boot has to go in for another resole. Now, in wrapping up before we head into the factory, this is a rather unique and interesting looking boot, and we have no doubts that it's going to be turning heads, whether it be in the office or in the bush. And we do hope that this customer will reach out to us along the journey so we can see what this boot gets up to and how it is aging over time. So without further ado, let's head into the factory and see just how this pair of Shoellies is made.